Welcome to this special bonus episode of the Interview Connections podcast. You might notice there's no intro music or anything. We are announcing something super special that's coming up. So, Margie, tell us what's coming up for our audience.
Yes. So people who follow us may or may not know this, that Jess and I are both very into applied neurology and regulating our nervous system. We actually got into it because we had a client who signed up with Interview Connections in 2020 who did nervous system regulation. Jess got really into it, started taking her classes and was like, you got to do this. I was a later adopter, but then I got into it too. And we were both like, oh, this is amazing. So we were doing applied neurology and somatics, science-based work to keep our nervous systems regulated. And we found that it helped so much with being a business owner because, as all of you listening know, being an entrepreneur adds a lot of stress into your stress bucket because you still have the regular stress that everybody has with like bills and if you have kids and all those little stressors. But then you have these additional stressors around your company and your taxes and your team and your cash flow and things going wrong with launches and having to fire someone, having to hire someone. It's so much. It's so much for people to hold. And the past 5 years, applying the neuro work to being a business owner has been such a game changer for both of us. And one of the big things is expanded capacity that it has given us, the ability to have a bigger impact, to hold a bigger business, to hold more money, more team, more contrast, more positive things and more negative things. The nervous system regulation has been our secret weapon, not so secret because we do talk about it a lot. And so I'm super excited. Behind the scenes, I've co-created with Elizabeth Kristoff of brainbase.com, who is the client that in 2020 introduced us to all this. And we are creating neuro resources specifically for entrepreneurs who want to create more capacity, have a bigger impact, break out of these cycles of burnout, of stress, of going really hard and then being so exhausted they have to pull back, being inconsistent with their visibility. Maybe they're not showing up in their family life how they want, right? They're going really hard in the business, but then they're snapping at their spouse or at their kids because they're just so depleted by the time they finish working, if any of this sounds familiar. And so we're doing a free workshop called The Capacity Gap, which we're going to have a link in the show notes. This is an affiliate link. So Interview Connections is an affiliate of this. There's going to be a program available at the end if you're interested in going deeper into this. If you sign up for that, Interview Connections will get a kickback because the businesses are besties and sister businesses. But it's going to be great. We're doing a free workshop called The Capacity Gap, and we're going to dig into how to create capacity, how to identify these energy links that are really coming from your nervous system that are burning up so much of your joy and so much of your energy that could be used growing your business, executing strategy, enjoying connection with your family, with your clients, like not just building a bigger, better business, but also enjoying it more. So we're going to dive into the kind of neuro one-on-one 101, like how to understand the nervous system, how to understand what's happening in your nervous system, how to see the ways that your nervous system has been driving your business decisions without you being consciously aware of it, and how you can start to change it. So this is really for people who are not looking for another strategy. They're not looking to work more hours. They really want to approach things differently. And especially if you've done a lot of personal development, a lot of mindset work. We love that stuff. We love personal development and mindset work. I loved therapy. Like I love all the modalities, but I found that something was missing for me. And this work, this neurosomatic work for me was the missing piece to unlock so much in my mindset and manifestation and personal growth that those other modalities, they just couldn't quite get me there. So it's really, really exciting. It's going to be on August 28th. We're going to have a link to register in the show notes. Jess, any questions about this as an entrepreneur and a neuro lover? Any questions about the capacity gap workshop, free workshop? And also, there's going to be an opportunity at the end to learn about the expansion lab, which is a full program for people, entrepreneurs who want to go even deeper into this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to ask some of the nuts and bolts questions. So you said the date. How long is the workshop? Will there be a replay available? What can people know if they're like, oh, I can't go on that date? Are you going to do it again? Give us some of that information.
That is great questions.
You're
So,
welcome.
we are doing a live workshop on the 28th. There will be a replay. So if you click the link in our show notes and you register for the workshop, you will get access to the replay for a limited amount of time. I haven't decided how much time that is yet, which is why I'm not telling you specifically, but you'll have an opportunity to watch the replay if you can't show up live. Oh, and it's going to be, I would say it's going to be about an hour, and then there's going to be opportunities at the end for questions. So this is a standalone workshop. Full disclosure, you're an entrepreneur. This is a free workshop. At the end, we are going to sell an opportunity for a paid program. But my goal in creating this workshop and Elizabeth's goal is that it is standalone valuable. So even if you don't take action and buy something else off the back end, you will get a lot just out of the content of this workshop.
And I can tell you, as Margie's business partner, she has been working so hard on this. And I will get the like 4 minute Slack voice memos that it's like, oh my gosh, I just worked on this. It's actually so good. And I'm learning so much just from creating it. So I can personally say, even though I haven't gone through it yet, because it's not yet live, this is an amazing workshop. And yeah, learning how to regulate my nervous system over the last 5 years through brain based wellness has absolutely made me a more successful entrepreneur, somebody that is able to have a bigger capacity for all of the ups and downs. Because Margie and we were just chatting, we've had highs and lows. We've had incredible record breaking years, and we've had years that have really, the expression is like brought us to our knees, like just like, oh my gosh, we have been there, and we look back, and because we have learned these science based tools for regulating our nervous system, we're able to handle it. Like we know we can handle anything. So, we wanted to do this like just private podcast. It's not private, it's a public podcast episode, but like this bonus podcast episode because you are subscribed to our podcast, you listen to our podcast. So that means we want you there. We want you there at the workshop because we really, we want to see you expand your capacity. We want to see you lower your stress bucket and experience the incredible impact that comes from learning applied neurology. So go to
Yay.
the link in our show notes, click it below. And if you have any questions, you can send us a direct message on Instagram at Interview Connections. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to us or just reach out to us. Let us know that you signed up from hearing this podcast, and we'd love to see you there.